Hi, it's Tim and Shauna from Beastanetics, and in this video we're going to talk to you about the side plank, one of the more fundamental core exercises. And there are a number of ways to do it, so we'll discuss a few of those. Now, Shauna's starting with her knees bent, and now she just extended a little bit the hip. So what we're looking for, now this would be the beginner version, is a straight line, a relatively straight line from the knees to the shoulders, and Shauna's got that perfectly. Her knees are bent, she's supporting herself on her forearm, okay, so her left forearm, and side plank is one of those exercises you want to do from both sides, right, so that you balance things out. Okay, so you want to be a little careful with the shoulders. We're going to assume this is not hurting Shauna's shoulder. No, she's fine there. And then all she's going to do is lift, and it's coming from, it's a little complex, but it's coming from the obliques, right? So she'll feel this primarily on the left side. Her hip lifts, and she's still got pretty much that straight line. The arm up is an option. It's something you'll see in many yoga classes. It's certainly not required. And the holds are going to vary. In Beastanetics, we're typically going in the 20 to 30 second range with a side plank. And you could extend that if you want, but that should give you a good amount of work. And assuming all went well there, Shauna would then do the other side. Okay, but we're gonna. I think we'll. I think in the interest of time, we're gonna stay on one side if you guys are okay with that. All right. So that would be the first progression, right? And assuming you're okay with that, no pain, no discomfort, you would then go to the next progression, which is scissoring the legs, right? So the top leg is crossed over the bottom. That gives Shauna a nice base of support. She's still on the same forearm, but because the lever is much longer, right? The lever being the legs, this is going to be more challenging. So now there goes the hip lift, and Shauna, is it harder? Yeah. It's harder. And she's got top hand on hip, which is totally fine. It could be, yeah, it could be up in the air along her sides, wrapped around her left hip if she wanted, you know, to feel what's going on. Some of the things that can go wrong here are rotation, right? So you start to twist, and typically, yeah, coming forward is more common than rotating backwards. So once again, you're trying for that nice straight line. So if you don't have a coach with you, you might have a partner with you. You could try for a mirror. You do want to keep your neck with your spine, so you don't want to drop your head down. Likewise, you don't want to crank it up or back or too far forward, right? So there's a lot going on here. Then the next progression would be to stack the legs. So this is going to challenge your balance a bit more. So instead of legs crossed, you're going to have one foot right on top of the other. And then once again, we lift the hip. Okay, so the obliques are working even a bit harder here, and balance is being challenged more, right? Because you have a smaller base of support. All right? That's awesome. That looks great. And then finally, our last progression for today, and side plank, you can just go crazy with it. Shauna's going to lift her top leg. Now, a couple of things are going to happen. One, it's going to challenge her balance even more. Two, she's going to be working the abductors of the top leg, so gluteus medius. The bottom leg is going to get a little more work, and there's going to be more pressure on the bottom knee. So that's our main concern, and especially on the lateral side. You're probably going to feel it medial too, but definitely the lateral side, right? Because that's where the pressure will be.
Warning, warning. You're worried at all about your knees. Don't do it.
Yeah, if you're even hesitating, it's probably not a great idea right now. And as you build up more strength, by all means, you can give it a shot. Okay, so we're going to try this, the side plank with the top leg abducted. Okay, and there it is. And you'll notice that's almost a perfectly straight line from the top heel to the top shoulder. Arm is up, Shauna's perfectly balanced. It's a really awesome strength building exercise, okay, but not for everyone, not just yet. So guys, there's a side plank. A few things to consider, and always good to counteract with a nice stretch in the other direction. Feel free to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel.
Do you want to show on the hands?
So from the hands and then the rotation, yeah.
Just another way.
Yeah. Okay. So right. Sorry. So from the hands, guys, instead of from the forearm, right? So probably more typical in yoga would be on the palms. Now, if you look at Shauna's wrist, right, you're going to see that there is a lot of pressure. I can even feel it from this distance. And that's one reason that some of us like to go to the forearms, less pressure on the wrists. But if your wrists are strong and you feel okay with it, by all means, you can try your side plank from the palm. And everything else is roughly the same. All right, thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time.